Well, coming into the summer, I didn't know who Andrija Jelavic was or that he played basketball, but now he's one of the players I'm most looking forward to playing for the Kentucky Wildcats.
So, Stephen, we got to talk in order of operations. Did you know who Andrija Jelavic was before today?
I had no idea who he was, but I have a feeling I'm going to get very familiar with him. And you know what? I already love him. We had to have him. I didn't know who he was a few hours ago, but I just know we had to have him.
The 6'11", 220-pound forward from Croatia comes to Kentucky from KK Mega BMAX in the Adriatic League. Now, coming from Europe has Kentucky fans a little bit worried considering the Big Z situation, but Jack Pilgrim got ahead of those worries in the rapid reaction.
I'm hoping that we don't have any issues. I hope we don't have to go out and have we're up to no good putting billboards up in Indianapolis. Have you heard anything about that?
That had a lot of different hurdles, some self-inflicted on Z's side, some as a result of, guys being sticklers for no reason. Like there was a lot of stuff that went into Big Z's eligibility that made it last as long as it did before he got cleared. So okay. I do not envision that to be the case with Jelavic at all.
Jelavic averaged 10.4 points, 7.5 rebounds, 1.6 assists, 1.2 steals, and 0.8 blocks per game over the last 2 seasons combined. In 50 games, he has connected on 49 of 161 threes for 30.4%. The 6'11" forward is 21 years old, and he's not new to playing basketball, playing it at a professional level before coming to Kentucky. He will bring a veteran presence to this basketball team. At 6'11" and being able to run the floor and shoot some threes, there's a comparison to Andrew Carr that could be made.
I know, Zach, you want to talk about some of his defensive ability as well, but I mean, this guy offensively, he checks every box you could want in terms of that skilled 4 position that Kentucky, maybe at times was missing a little bit with last year's roster. To me, he brings a lot of that Andrew Carr skill level, probably even takes it up just a notch because he also has like Grant Nelson level athleticism. So
Brandon Ramsey gave a full breakdown of Jelavic's game on KentuckySportsRadio.com. As we looked through that a little bit, one of the things that he highlighted was rim running and cutting, something that is very prevalent in the Mark Pope offense, and it's something Jelavic is pretty damn good at. Brandon says pairing him with someone like Jalen Lowe will just make him even more effective.
This kid loves to run the floor. And he can do it with the ball in his hands. He's probably faster with the ball in his hands, which just seems crazy. Look at him right here. Here he goes. That's him running at half speed as well. Number 4 in pink there. But he's just so fluid and so mobile for someone his size that the defense is actually what really caught me off guard when I was watching all these clips. Here's a play right here where you're just going to see he's good at switching. He just knows where to be at times. And here he comes in. He's going to get a nice little behind the back pass there. Misses that foul shot there. But yeah, on defense, he's just so I think that's the part where I was like, man, okay, you might actually have a legitimately good, potentially starting piece here.
Brandon breaks down this play also saying he reads his defender perfectly and cuts into the open space as soon as he commits to the closeout. Jelavic sees the defender's head turn and flashes to the paint for a dunk. Whether he is slipping a ball screen or in zoom action for a layup, back cutting from the perimeter, or simply finding the soft spot in the defense, there will be points to be scored by Jelavic on the cut next season. Now, one of the things that Big Z brought to Kentucky in 2024 was his ability to stretch the floor, something Jelavic will be able to do as well.
He shoots right now he's at 32% in the Adriatic League on decent volume. But he's got a high release point, not the most quick shot in the world, but neither did Andrew Carr. I feel like those, in terms of how quickly they're gonna be able to get their shots off and stuff from deep, they're gonna be similar guys there.
As Brandon explains in this clip, you see his team run a Spain ball screen with Jelavic spaced out in the corner. And this is perfectly translatable to how he will make 3-point shots as a Wildcat. His ability to space the floor as a catch and shoot threat at the 4 spot will be incredibly valuable in Coach Pope's offense. And everything Brandon put in here just makes me even more excited. Here's another one he breaks down where he says Kentucky's front court versatility will really unlock some special offense next season. Having a 6'11" forward that can lift up along the wing behind a side ball screen and roll makes you almost impossible to guard. Brandon says in his film review that it's around the basket that we will really see Jelavic's athleticism shine. When matched up with other forwards and centers, he is simply too quick and agile. You love hearing stuff like that. As he breaks down another play here where Jelavic backs his man down, Backs his man down, fakes the spin move, hook, got it.
And like Brandon points out in this other clip, Jelavic is able to get a catch off the roll, which he finishes with a dunk.
Andrija Jelavic is someone Brandon Ramsey is very excited about. And when Brandon Ramsey is excited about a player, I get excited too.
There's a world where Jelavic is as talented as anybody on this roster. Like, he's another guy where it's not going to shock me if this time next year we're talking about him being a first-round NBA pick. He's that talented. It's a guy that's played a couple years of real professional basketball. He's a guy that can space the floor a little bit as a shooter. He's a talented passer. He is incredibly athletic. And, Zach's going to touch on that quite a bit as well. Like, he is fast and fluid end to end. He moves his feet well laterally. He has some explosive pop to him vertically. He really checks all the boxes athletically.
Of all the good things that have been said about Andrija Jelavic, it's this line right here in Brandon's breakdown that really got me excited. He says, Kentucky got their skilled four-man. In many ways, Andrija Jelavic was constructed in a laboratory to play the forward spot for Coach Pope. Andrija Jelavic is another reason why I am so excited about this upcoming basketball season. And while this does conclude our breakdown of all of the new players, we will continue this series as we break down the returning players to give you the full roster. You'll be able to see that right here. They'll be in all of our videos in this breakdown series. So be looking out for all of those, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching.